Convergence of the 7 major lunar calendars and the great split for empaths. This is what we're talking about today. So, welcome. If you want to understand the significance of February 17th for the great split and what this means for empaths, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about the convergence, the 7 calendars and the great split, and why empaths are entering a higher order of stability. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is what we're talking about today. Happy Monday, fun day. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Today we're talking about the great convergence of the major calendars and what it means for empaths, the great split and the great convergence. You know, February 17th is an unusual split that is happening where 7 major calendars are converging very powerfully. So this is for empaths who really want to understand what this means. What this means for you, this great convergence and the great split, and what it means. So you're in the right place. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. You're in the right place. Dear empath, you are in the right place. Come pop no style. Hugh Mundell playing in the background. So this is the great convergence. We're talking about the 7 calendars, the great split, and why empaths are entering a higher order of stability. So if you want to understand the significance, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. We're talking about the great significance shifts that are happening. So let me get started. It's 9 o'clock. Let me get started. You see, there are moments in history when multiple timing systems begin to align, not mystically, but structurally. You see, civilizations track time through different calendars for different reasons. It might be agricultural, it might be religious, it might be astronomical, it might be political, it might be for social cohesion. But when several of these systems enter renewal phases simultaneously, what emerges is not magic. What emerges is synchronization. And synchronization changes behavior because we're entering a new portal. Tomorrow, February 17th, wherever you are, if you're ready tomorrow, particularly if you're in Australia and places like that, understand this. February 17th, which is tomorrow, represents a rare symbolic convergence of 7 major timekeeping systems. Some are astronomical, some are cultural, some spiritual, and all are anchored in one theme. They are all anchored in the theme of reset, purification, and reorientation. Am I talking to you? Should I keep going? If I'm talking to you, type transform in the comment section. Let me know I'm talking to you. Blessings. Let me know I'm talking to you, Diane. Let me know I'm talking to you, wherever you are. Before I continue, tomorrow is a reset, purification, and reorientation day because more than 7 major calendars are synchronizing tomorrow. Let me give you a hint. Tomorrow is Lent. Ramadan is begin. I'm going to go into it. For empaths, particularly those who've endured narcissistic abuse, this convergence, Christ consciousness, this convergence, Leon, Mr. James Ellis, right? Real Dre, Botanical Women. This convergence represents something deeper. This convergence tomorrow, Kenya, Kenley, Persia. This convergence we're talking about tomorrow represents a shift in frequency. That's why everybody's getting reviewed around you. All the demons are exposing themselves, or you're beginning to see the karma of the demons. It represents a separation of systems. Listen. If I'm talking to you, let me know and time transform. And it is the beginning of the great split, the beginning of the final consummation of the great split. So let me begin with clarity. Not fantasy, not superstition, but civilizational structure. You see, the first one I want to talk about is the astronomical lunar calendar. Tomorrow is a new moon. That's the first one. You see? The new moon occurs when the moon aligns with the earth and the sun. The new moon occurs when it aligns with the earth and the sun. The new moon occurs when the moon aligns with the earth and the sun. I'm going to say it one more time. The new moon occurs when it aligns between the earth and the sun. Gravitationally, this alignment increases tidal force intensity. Biologically, this is the 0 point of the lunar calendar. And in systems theory, 0 points are reorganizational thresholds. It's the moment of lowest visibility but highest potential. Tomorrow is also I'm going to the second one. It's not only just a new moon, it's also it's the new year, the Lunar New Year in China, in Korea, and in Vietnam. These systems synchronize lunar months with solar correction. So the new season, the Chinese Lunar New Year, for example, the Korean Lunar New Year and the Vietnamese cycle represents the clearing of debt. The clearing of debt. Ancestral reconciliation. Ancestral reconciliation. Renewal of destiny. Renewal of destiny. And a reset of social contracts. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? We're just getting into the levels here. We're getting into the levels. We're getting into the levels. So these traditions operate on cyclical continuity rather than linear progress. So in scientific terms, they encode the understanding that systems must periodically discharge entropy. Tomorrow, the 17th, is also the Tibetan Losar system. Losar is not merely a cultural celebration, L-O-S-A-R. It is ritualized psychologically to represent the representation of clearing of obstacles. The clearing of obstacles, Queen of Zamunda, the clearing of obstacles, the purification of yourself and your rights, and the symbolic expulsion of stagnation. That's 3 calendars so far. I'm going to the 4th one. The 4th one is the Hindu lunar cycle, Amavasya, which is the dark moon. Amavasya represents ancestral reckoning, intergenerational continuity. What does this mean? It means in epigenetics, we now understand that trauma transmits across generations through gen expression patterns. Ancient ritual systems symbolically addressed how science measures the continuity of influence beyond what's visible. Tomorrow is also the beginning of Ramadan. Tomorrow is the beginning of Ramadan. Tomorrow is the beginning of Ramadan. This is the 5th one, Ramadan. Ramadan, which is more familiar to most people. Ramadan is anchored to the lunar calendar. It represents restraint. So if you're fasting, kudos to you. If you are fasting, if I were you, I would fast today and tomorrow. Whatever fasting looks like to you. Because Ramadan represents not merely spiritual discipline, it is also a metabolic recalibration, a purging for renewal. Because fasting improves insulin sensitivity. Fasting modulates inflammation in the body, and it enhances your intelligence. So restraint restores your agency over impulse. That's the 5th one. Am I talking to you? Am I talking to you? Or am I just making this up? If I'm talking to you, type transform. I'm coming with some information. Am I talking to you? Thank you, Living in Overflow. Am I talking to you? Thank you, Leon. So let me keep going. Tomorrow is also Lent, the beginning of Lent. And Lent, this is number 6. Lent is a 40-day, love you too, a 40-day purification arc representing this. And these convergences rarely ever happen. They don't happen. Manifestation of deity, Gods. Lent represents fasting, reflection, resonance. Can you imagine Lent and Ramadan and Losar, all these happening on the same year? So fasting, reflection, and repentance is what Lent is about. So psychologically, it's where you go through a moral inventory. On behavioral science, what is said to go through a structured abstinence of self-regulation. You see, and even though we've passed January 1st, most organizations now are going through corporate resets. You've heard about all the layoffs, policy shifts. You've heard about the rumors of AI overtaking jobs sooner rather than later. Strategic reorientation. This is why organizations are talking about talent density. So modern secular systems also recognize renewal windows. So basically, what am I saying? And what is converging? What is converging is not just dates, but principles across civilizations. That darkness, the new moon, represents beginning. Purification cycles such as Lent, Ramadan, and the Losar rituals from Tibet represent purification. The renewal systems from the Lunar New Year in China, Korea, and Vietnam represent renewal cycles. Then all these institutional calibrations. This is a global entrainment around reset, where everyone is going to fall where they fall. And in neuroscience, this happens when systems are beginning to synchronize. So human beings are oscillating systems. So when cultural systems synchronize around restraint and renewal, individual psychology responds. And when was the last time you heard of all these dates converging at the same time? This is the game of frequency. This is the game of frequency. Who am I talking to? This is the game of frequency. And in physics, brainwave frequency reflects mental states, right? So in social systems, frequency can be understood as behavioral rhythms. And so if a lot of people are fasting and renewal, and are in renewal, do you know what it's doing to the planet? So be aware of all the bad news that is going to come in your social media and your televisions. It's also emotional tone. What kind of vibration are you connecting to? Are you connecting to the vibration of creative energy like the Ankh and gratitude? Or are you connected to the frequency of scarcity and fear and lack? Because whatever you choose, you are the magician. There's also a response pattern. Are you reacting to everything you see? Are you sitting back and analyzing? Wagwan, where are you? You have to understand that narcissistic systems operate at high reactivity frequency. So narcissistic systems will create chaos. Look at the news today and tomorrow, you will see. Right? There will be intermittent reinforcement. They'll lead into dopamine spikes and emotional volatility. You're going to see, as the young people would say, more people crashing out. Do not fear. There's going to be more people crashing out. More people revealing their truth to you. Or you'll be able to see through people much more than you've ever done in your whole life. I want to know who I'm talking to. I'm giving you the information. And if I'm talking to you, let me know I'm reaching you. Let me know I'm reaching you like the beginning of this Aries season with Saturn going into Aries. This fire season. Like the fire from Joe Henderson and Alice Coltrane in this song called Fire. Who am I talking to? So let me tell you more. The sword that Michael, narcissistic abuse functions as a closed energy loop because it requires attention supply, it requires emotional charge, and it requires reaction. So it feeds on negative frequency. And when the empath escapes, two things happen. The narcissistic system loses its regulator. You heard me. The narcissistic system loses its regulator, and the empath begins to stabilize their frequency. But stabilization feels strange and fair, fully. You understand? Silence feels like loss. James, stillness feels like emptiness. Yet in physics, it said coherence. That's it. Oh, Leon, you are on fire. In physics, says stable systems are low entropy systems. So narcissistic dynamics are high entropy systems, very destructive. So the great split begins when the empath chooses coherence over chaos. Era of perfection. So let me tell you about the great split. Nearly every civilization has described a coming separation. Nearly every civilization has described a coming separation. Nearly every civilization has described a common separation. Give thanks to Dr. Uma. In secular language systems, this is phase divergence, meaning when two oscillating systems move out of sync, they decouple. We are witnessing global decoupling across domains. We are witnessing global decoupling across domains. We are witnessing global decoupling across domains. Trust, low trust of institutions, institutional collapse, information fragmentation. Give thanks and praises to the Most High. Ideological polarization, economic instability, technological offshore. Who are you talking about, old man here? What are you talking to? If you're coming here with disrespect, you can get out of here. We don't need this business over here offshore, whoever you are. I don't have time for this. So you better declare your intentions within 5 seconds or I'll block you. Who is this offshore person? Huh? This time come to disturb the vibration. What offshore? Huh? So let me keep going. You see, complex systems under stress bifurcate. Complex systems bifurcate. You see? Complex systems bifurcate. You understand? Some stabilize at the highest order, and the same is true at the individual level. Others collapse into fragmentation. You understand? You see, narcissistic systems deprived of supply accelerate entropy. I said something. This is not punishment. It is thermodynamics. Narcissistic systems deprived of supply accelerate entropy. Narcissists, including the people you've left behind or are leaving behind. That's not punishment. That's karma. And karma is physics. Karma is thermodynamics. Now, in ancient Kemetic cosmology, it spoke of Ma'at versus Ifset. Ma'at meaning order, harmony, and balance. Isfet meaning chaos, distortion, and disorder. Hermetic principles state, as above, so below. As above, so below. Meaning there is cause and effect. That's physics, or the law of polarity and rhythm. Modern physics translates this into feedback loops and entropy and harmonic oscillation. Narcissistic systems violate Ma'at because they depend on distortion, and distortion cannot sustain indefinitely. Distortion cannot sustain indefinitely. You see, because chaos is energetically expensive. Chaos is energetically expensive. And eventually, James, the chaotic systems collapse under its own metabolic cost. Who am I talking to? This is for a specific person. So what does this convergence mean, Mr. James Ellis? What does this convergence mean, living in overflow? Natural elevation, Queen of Zamunda. When civilization cycles align around reset. Oh, exactly, the 42 laws of Ma'at. When civilization cycles align around a reset and the new moon marks a gravitational zero, empaths who have already endured destabilization find themselves at a pivot point. Let me say that again. When civilization cycles align around reset and the new moon marks gravitational zero, empaths who have already endured destabilization find themselves at a pivot point. where you may notice reduced emotional reactivity, less emotional obsession with the narcissist, more indifference towards your past abuse, sudden clarity about your boundaries. Who am I talking to? And creative impulses emerging. These are examples of your frequency stabilizing, because you're no longer oscillating at someone else's, the narcissist rhythm. You are entering coherence. Right? And it also shows that you're becoming incompatible with chaotic systems. Oh, Rose Golden, congratulations. And that incompatibility is part of the great split. So karma does not mean cosmic revenge. Karma means systemic consequence based on cause and effect. So closed narcissistic systems eventually show relationship cycling. They just can't find anyone like you. So they break up and make up and break up. And you feel so sad for them. You see, you will see them going through reputational degradation. Whether it's your family or what, they get exposed. They go through reputational degradation. Some of them may go through financial instability. They wish that on you. That's why you suffered. You see, oh, Leon, listen to this. They would experience, some of them, health deterioration, their health deteriorating. Some of them will experience escalation of paranoia and loss of influence, because chronic manipulation increases the stress load, the cortisol overload. Whereas chronic conflict also makes inflammation amazingly horrible. So long-term deception fractures social networks as well, Queen Zamunda. Meanwhile, empaths who stabilize will begin to sleep better, will begin to have cognitive clarity. Rose Golden, what did he say? Oh, I know that happened to you. Congratulations, Rose Golden. You begin to feel stronger social alignment, upward mobility. Oh, give thanks and praise to the Most High. More upward mobility. More upward mobility. Man, stronger social alignment. More stronger social alignment. Oh, improve sleep. Oh, increase clarity. All your talents coming up. Different frequencies produce different outcomes. So the convergence is not about superstition. I'm telling you, friends and family, it's about the synchronization of renewal signals. Because when multiple systems encode reset at once, the nervous system reaches a threshold. You see? So for empaths, this is a maturation window. Not the time for revenge, not obsession, not collapse, but elevation. You are not meant to fight narcissistic systems, clear vision. You are meant to exit them. You're not meant to fight narcissistic systems. You're meant to exit them, Pesha. You see? And when you exit, the energy you once spent surviving becomes available for building. Oh, if you only knew your value. If you only knew your value, Leon. Oh, you got a Vegas. Oh, that's amazing, Leon. Trini Chef, more fire. If only you knew your value. So the great split is not about mystical ascension with 1,000 exploding suns, even though several suns have been seen in the sky. It's about the divergence between extraction systems and creation systems. It's the divergence between chaos frequency and coherent frequency. It's the divergence between fragmentation and wholeness. It's the divergence now coming to convergence for empaths. So these 7 calendars symbolize what science already affirms. Science already affirms that cycles reset. Cycles always reset. Entropy, distraction accumulates. Entropy accumulates. Systems bifurcate. And for the empath who has survived narcissistic destabilization, coherence prevails. This is the phase where stability becomes permanent. And coherence always outlasts distortion. You see? So think about what you're thinking today. And today is a day to forgive, to release, to clean up, to fast if you want to. Whether you're taking a detox of food or of words or of digital technology or of sex, whatever it is for you, right? Whatever you want to reset yourself for, because tomorrow is a new year. Tomorrow is a powerful day. So this is what it is, Amanda Contreras. Distortions are what, it's just like your boss. That's a distorted feminine. Somebody who's weird and doesn't act in alignment with authenticity. When there's a false self, there's always a distortion, right? That's what it is. Distortion is a misalignment with your true self. You get me? A narcissist is a distorted masculine or feminine. You know, why would anybody want to manipulate? That's a distortion. Because the natural state is to be kind, you see, Leanne. And why would somebody want to have a false self? Your natural self is to be your true self. That's a distortion. So that's what it is, you see? This is thank you, Leanne. This is what it is. And this is how you begin to realign. You see, there's what you do and there's what the universe does. Regardless of what you practice or believe, whether you're Christian or agnostic or atheistic or Buddhist or Advaita Vedanta Hindu, whatever you are, or everything, or scientist, it doesn't matter. This is everything I've told you about is science. So this is what it is, you see, and be aware of what you consume today. Be mindful, because you choose. This is how you begin to connect to your higher nature, by realizing that the earth is synchronizing and shifting to your rhythm. You know that the earth has its own heartbeat, right? The heartbeat of the earth is called the Schumann resonance. So the earth is in vibration. So these are the days that we prayed for. These are the days that we prayed for. Remember when you were crying and miserable and said, when will this end? When is my time gonna come? Will this ever end? Will I ever be healed? Will I ever be aligned to my truth? You prayed for these days. You were crying for these days. You begged for these days. And you did the right thing. So these are the days you prayed for. Rasai Kabaka. You understand? These are the days you prayed for. So forgive. Because the more you forgive, the more the entropy for the narcissist. Yeah, you will hear it. And you will feel so sad for them. You understand? So this is a time of choosing yourself, Leanne. That's absolutely it. Do something nice for yourself. Go to the spa. Give yourself a pedicure, manicure. Eat some healthy food or fast. Go get a massage. Go get a cryotherapy. Go for a walk. You're listening here. Spread the knowledge. You understand? Exactly. Clear vision. Big up yourself. That's it. You understand? If you indulge, do your thing. Rastafari. You understand? So this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. You see, my brother here, Clear Vision, says, you know, it's a good day for pure, clean cannabis. Why not? Why not? You understand? Because Jah know this is the plant of Shiva. So this is what it is. So blessings. You understand? You understand? This is about elevation. So tune in. Have love in your heart, because love is your protection. You understand? Talk to yourself. Congratulate yourself. Water it is. Go to the beach. Go to the park. Go to the hills. Go to the desert. Go to the rocks. Go to the tree. Go to the forest. Whatever you do. You understand? Be close to yourself. Be silent. Go for a walk. Forgive everybody today. That's what it is. So this is the information. You understand? This is your call out. He's just telling you. So that's what it is. Connect to the truth of who you are and rise up. We prayed for these days, James. You understand? You said it, James. So any test is initiation. You see, the initiation, it feels violent sometimes. It feels painful. If I was to tell you some of my initiations, we'll be here forever. But you know it because you've all gone through it. You all went through it. You've all gone through it. You've all experienced it. So that's what it is. So elevate and big up yourself and know that you've already won. You know, there was a narcissist in my life who used to say to me, you've already won at life. I didn't know what they meant. Now I get it. Looks are deceiving, Jimmy Pachacha. The joke's on you. Hey, you understand? I cite I and I because I is Heru Horus. Yeah, Jimmy Pachacha, eh? No problem. Ah, hey. You understand? Yeah, forgive, forgive, forgive. And remember, forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. It might be different for you in your case. Forgiveness does not mean you want to go hug anybody kumbaya. It means you're no longer carrying anything negative. These Are the Days by Kabaka Pyramid and Ras I. Pure Rasta Jamaican vibes, you understand? Thank you so much. Trini Chef, you understand? Yeah, but I love the Trini. For you, Trini Chef, I'm going to play Marlon Asha before we end up. I think Marlon Asha is from Trinidad, right? Yeah, Marlon Asha is from Trinidad. Marlon Asha. This is my 5-year-old daughter plays this song for me now. I understand why she plays it for me. This is what it is. So when you understand what is happening, nobody can play you because now you're reaching for your diamond and gold. This is Marlon Asha, Trinidad's own, featuring Capleton and Taros Riley. Marlon Asha. This song is Diamonds and Gold. Yeah. Woo! Diamonds and gold. Call it in. Call it in. Where's your diamond and your gold? The diamond and your gold is in your clean heart. Or as the Buddha would say, in the Diamond Sutra that cuts through all illusions. Yeah. Tell him. Yay. You understand? Yeah. So today is a beautiful day. Tomorrow is the day. So whatever you do, make sure to align to your highest divinity. You understand? Your highest divinity. To your highest divinity. Yeah, your highest divinity. You see, your highest divinity. Because they thought they would see us fall, but they would never see us fall. They would never see us fall, but we will see them fall. And as we see them fall, we will pray for them. You see, we will pray for them. Because as Yeshua said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. You understand? Yeah. So that's what it is. They wanted to see you fall, but you will see them fall. Because when you wish them well, they wish you bad. They wanted to make you their slave, their spiritual slave. Whether it's your parents or your siblings or your mother, your father, your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your same-sex person, your non-binary person, your person, your friend with benefits, your neighbor, your business associate, your boss, your co-workers, your colleagues, strangers. This is sisters, all the above. You know, aunties. You forgive everybody. Because in forgiving everybody, you forgive yourself. They did mess with the wrong folks. Because as it says, touch not my anointed. And they didn't know. They thought you were a fool. They didn't realize you were anointed. So this is the message, yeah? This is the message. And if I can be of help to you, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. Book a free session with me at innermileage.com, yeah? Inner Mileage. One love, one love, one love. My name is Dr. Nana Gyesie, your brother, your servant, your person. Yeah, I'm just here for you. So let's keep on in this Jah Army work together. You know, Inner Mileage. That's where you can find me. Yeah, you said it. Daniel in the Lion's Den. That's exactly it. You said it, Abman. You said it, living in overflow. This is exactly it. So one love. Inner Mileage, one love, one destiny. Enjoy yourself, eh? Do the right thing by you, whatever you think is the right thing. Yes, may I be abundant, may you be abundant. May I be healthy, may you be healthy. May I be joyful, may you be joyful. May I be healed, may you be healed. May I be loved. May you be loved. One love. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. One love. One love. One love. One love. See you on Wednesday. Peace. John. No. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.